Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're also live on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel and other platforms. I'll mention them in a second. But here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, you're getting a daily, consistent dose of hot topics in music, entertainment, and of course, reality TV. And as you know, we recap 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé, the original series is over and Happily Ever After is here. And I'm excited about it. There are quite a few couples. We're going to talk about last night's episode, but let's give everyone an opportunity to get into the chat room. TikTok, head on over. We're going to be live on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We'll also be live on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel. We'll also be live on Facebook, the Kempire. Also, the Kempire Radio Network's Facebook fan page. We're live on Twitch, the Kempire, and Periscope. Who knew Periscope was still around? Look, it is what it is. Let me give you guys a moment. Let me give myself a moment so I can get my notes together. Okay. So the new season of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After launched. And one of the things that I'm really excited about, and look, as I said to you multiple times, I'm not paid by Discovery Plus, but I'm enjoying the content. I'm watching old episodes of Married at First Sight. There's just so much there. I didn't realize how much Discovery owns some of your favorite networks, including Lifetime and A&E and all that other good stuff. So one of the cool things that I found out during the commercial of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After is that we will have access to the Sunday's episode on Friday. I don't know about you, but if you follow me on my social media, you might want to follow because I might go live while I'm watching an episode. Just in case. No promises. But I thought that was exciting, and that's a cool perk. And look, there's so many streaming apps out right now. I know. Speaking of streaming apps, the Peacock Network, I don't know what they call it. Peacock Network, Peacock streaming app. Well, you heard the rumors. I've talked about the rumors here. And the Real Housewives All-Stars has a name now. It's called the Real Housewives Vacation Series. I just posted a quick clip showing Bravo's announcement of who the ladies are. We've talked about that already. It's going to be Teresa. It's going to be Ramona, Luann, Kenya, Cynthia, Kyle. Still shocked that Kyle went there on her own. I really felt like they should have at least put Lisa Rinna or someone in the mix. I don't know. But for more details on that, be sure to check out those other videos that I've done. You're getting daily consistent content here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We're live across multiple platforms today. We're talking about 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. You know I love 90 Day Fiancé. Let's just jump right on in. I'm going to save Angela to the end. Can I save Angela to the end? Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Hi, Patricia. Hey, Julie. I'm confused by Andre and Libby. I want to know what you're confused by, Julie. I mean, there are a whole host of reasons to be confused by this couple. And since you mentioned them, I think we should just jump right on in with this couple because I'm like, I don't know if I'm confused by them. I enjoy them. I have to say, not that I enjoy them, because I didn't enjoy the reality of him being this overly aggressive, almost abusive in a way to Libby. But, look, it's been a long time since we've heard rumors about them making up storylines. But I have to say, a lot of the storylines I believed a little bit in regards to Andre and Libby. Well, in this new season and episode, Andre has got his real estate license. All right. At least he's working. Remember, that was a big issue. People were looking at him like, "Are you crazy? You don't want to work at all. You want to be you want the benefits from the father, but you're not willing to work for those benefits." Well, now he has his real estate license, but get this. Andre wants to start his own business. He just got his license, y'all. He hasn't sold a home. And get this part. It doesn't end. He wants $100,000 from Elizabeth's parents, and specifically Elizabeth's father, who he's had a up and down relationship throughout these seasons. Well, look, you teach people how to treat you, because the father continuously gives and gives to all of his children. I can see where Andre feels, you know what? This could work. This could happen. This he could give me the money for it. Not paid by anyone. Says, get this fake storyline. Very true. I mean, I do think there's an element of truth here. Look, reality TV is not what it used to be. If you're looking for real, just check the internet for people acting a fool on their social media. This has to be produced, so they have to relive certain things that maybe they've gotten over. But I don't know. They're pretty convincing. I don't know if they're that great of actors, but they're pretty convincing. But like I said in this episode, he actually meets up with Elizabeth's father. Before they even get there, we're introduced to him taking a picture, getting ready to sell homes, I guess. But the father, which I didn't realize, the father is pretty much in property management. I know he had a business. I guess I just didn't pay attention to what the business was. Well, he's in property management, and look, it's perfect that Andre wants to get into this business. It's perfect because look, he has a business. He can just go work for someone. You know, a lot of people that get into real estate don't have what he has, but now he has it. But no, he wants to start his own business. He hasn't even learned the business. He hasn't even sold a house, but he's ready. He's ready. Oh man. Let me see what else I wrote about Andre and Libby. One of the condescending and funny things that the father said to him during their meetup, their lunch, he said, "You want to work? Wow, that's amazing. Hallelujah." I was like, oh my gosh, the passive aggressiveness. Ugh. At least they make a really cute kid. Look at that kid. That kid is so cute. Grimacing gets that from her father probably, but she's a cute kid. She's a lot older now. This is an old picture of their kid. But the future problem that we're going to see, of course, if he agrees to work for the father, but he doesn't want to work with the father's children who are also part of the business. Look, I get it. Julie says, amen. You want reality, go to people's social media acting a fool. I agree. Look, I'm here for Angela and Michael. That's about it. Hey, Diana, one of our moderators. Shout out to you guys. All right, let's move on. Brandon and Julia are still here. Brandon and Julia. Ugh. You know what? I'm not going to I always put up pictures and I'm like, I don't feel like putting up these people's pictures. If you're here, you already know who we're talking about, right? Unless you guys tell me put up a picture. I'm not putting up a picture. I'm going to put up this picture though, because I think this is whoever made this photo, you are shady as hell. Why would y'all do these ladies like that? Why would you do these ladies like that? Anyways, for those that are just joining us, we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Of course, 90 Day Fiancé that just aired, everyone had problems with. No one really enjoyed that particular season. But that's where we were introduced to Brandon and Julia. So Brandon and Julia are getting ready for their big trip to Vegas. Look, Vegas, okay, it's in the middle of a pandemic, but where were the masks? As soon as they got off the plane, I guess on the plane you have to wear a mask, but they're walking around outside in the airport, no mask. And I'm like, aren't you supposed to wear a mask? They're getting in the taxi, no mask. I don't know. It's going to be weird for me probably for the next year or more. I'll probably be wearing a mask for the next year or more. But anyways, so they're going on vacation. We do get a little glimpse of them with the parents on the farm. We already know, look, I've already said this multiple times. I am bored with Brandon and Julia. They are just giving me the same situation. And look, I'm not looking necessarily for drama, but give me something. You guys are not interesting. I have to say Julia is more interesting than Brandon. Brandon's a little bit sort of like a bloop, bloop, bloop. There's not a lot there. However, here we are. I can't change the cast. Brandon and Julie are here. They're getting ready for their vacation. Brandon has a new job. Congratulations, Brandon. Not sure what else to say about that. But one of the biggest things that she says once they get to Vegas is that she would love to move to a big city like Vegas. Look, she's a big city girl. I don't know what some of these guys are thinking, including Mike and Natalie. You're moving someone from a big city to the country. That is going to be a culture shock for them. Just think about it. Like vice versa. If somebody was coming from the country and they were moving to the big city, it might be a little bit more of a culture shock, but vice versa, it works the same way. Julie says, I can't stand Brandon and Julia. I don't know if I feel that passionate about Brandon and Julia. Patricia says, Brandon and Julia scared off COVID. Julie says she wants more Yara and Jovi. We didn't get Yara and Jovi in this particular episode, but I've said already, I'm not that interested in Yara and Jovi. I am interested just to see these first couple of episodes with Yara and Jovi, but I was getting tired of Yara and Jovi in the last season of 90 Day Fiancé. Now they have the baby, so that might be a little bit more interesting. We shall see. Are we still going to see Jovi acting a fool? Probably. But Brandon and Julia, as I said to you before, the notes I have on them, the biggest thing is that one of the things that Julia said, or Julia, whatever you want to call her, said during her confessional was that once she gets her working papers, she'll move without Brandon. And that says a lot. I don't see this couple lasting. I stopped by Up and Adam earlier today, and I said the same thing. I don't see this couple lasting. They're very young. They're very immature. The way that they move is very immature. It wouldn't be shocking to me if they're divorced in a couple of years. And probably would have a baby because they're that irresponsible. Just saying. Let's talk about, hold on. Kehlani and Asuelo. Kehlani and Asuelo, I'm actually shocked that they're still together. They've gone through so many ups and downs in their relationship. I'm just like, and I get it. She has 2 kids with him. Another person who had kids I just feel very irresponsible to be having a child and your relationship really isn't solidified. But I understand the first baby was sort of like a oops situation. But okay, now what about the second baby? Now you got these 2 young toddlers, and then you got this man baby. I still think Asuelo's a man baby. I don't know what's wrong with him. There's something a little off about Asuelo. I'm just going to say it. Even in this very first scene, they're walking through this new home. We don't see Asuelo. It's just a realtor and oh my goodness, what's it? Kehlani. And we find Asuelo and his sons. I really want to say his siblings, jumping on a bed in one of the rooms. And I'm just like, I know they probably thought this was cute, but they're playing with the narrative that Asuelo is immature. He's like a man baby. I mean, I believe that's really true, to be honest with you. But they want to move out. They want to move out from living with the parents. I just don't know how they're going to do it. Asuelo, I don't feel he makes that much. The apartment that they're looking at looks pretty expensive, and they want to buy. They don't want to rent, and I don't get that part either. And I'm like, those TLC checks that long? Because based on what we saw with this couple before, they were having money trouble to the point where the mother, Asuelo's mother, was like, "Are you going to give us some money? I want money." That's all going to play out this season. I actually don't mind their storyline because of the mother, Asuelo's mother, and Asuelo's sister, because they're going to be fighting. And Kehlani's sister will be coming for a month. They're making it seem like Kehlani's sister's coming there because she gave up her apartment, blah, blah, blah. No, she's coming there to stir trouble and be a part of the show. Look, I'm breaking down that fourth wall for you guys, all right? Let me post the link. If you guys want to call in and share your thoughts on this latest episode, let me just post the link. But I'm going to move on. We talked about Brandon. I'm jumping around a lot. We talked about Libby, and let's talk about Mike and Natalie. Yeah, let's talk about, because I want to save my favorite for last. I'm going to save my favorite for last. Let's talk about Mike and Natalie. So if you've been following last season of 90 Day Fiancé, the original series, then You know, Mike and Natalie were up and down, up and down. The relationship was on. She was supposed to get married, and then he canceled the wedding. They even asked him about that particular day and why he canceled. And Mike was like, I don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it? This is a reality show, mother, father. You need to talk about it. I, I thought, based off of the tell nothing that they had, that was part of the reason why they were being so coy about what's really going on in their relationship. But no, what seems to be happening, Mike is just annoying. And if you don't want to be on a reality show and you're only doing the reality show for the check, you need to get off the reality show and they need to take their check because you're not giving us what we need. But in this particular episode of Happily Ever After, Mike and Natalie are acting lovey-dovey. She wants him to wear a ring, and he's playing it like, oh, I don't want to wear a ring because of work and blah, 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 blah. I can't tell you. Like, their storyline in comparison to like a Brandon and Julie or Yara and Jovi, they became very annoying at the end of the season last season. But they're annoying this season because it's just like you're not letting us know what's really happening in this relationship. It seems as if it gets a little bit more interesting because later on we will get to see Mike's mom, who tried to stop the wedding through Tamara. Poor Tamara. Why is Tamara in the middle? She's trying to help Natalie, who's rude as hell, and then she's trying to be friends with Mike and Mike's family, and they're trying to ask her to step up. No, you drive up there and you step up and you let them know. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Allison. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Julie says something isn't right with Mike. I mean, I thought it was just me. Something isn't right with Mike. But look, it makes good for good reality TV. One of the things that Mike said, they go to a crystal shop. This is where they get the wedding bands. But at the crystal shop, they segue to the confessional and they're talking about energy. So Natalie's talking about energy, and he's like, because the very first time that we were introduced to Mike, and a lot of people think he's weird because he believes in aliens. So he mentions it again. He's like, yeah, and I believe in aliens and space dust. We're made of space dust. Okay, Mike. I mean, I believe in energy, but he's just a strange bird. A strange bird. So they meet up. I believe they're in Seattle at this point. So she leaves the country because she doesn't like being in the country. I don't blame her. We hear rumors that they've separated since and that she's living in Seattle. I'm not sure now because now I believe we saw a scene where she was in a kitchen. It kind of looks like the kitchen from her YouTube channel. So maybe they both moved. Do we know? I know we heard from Uncle Bo that they separated, but I'm not sure if Uncle Bo is being facetious or otherwise. I'm not sure. Hold on. One of the questions I asked myself, well, first at the very beginning of this particular scene with Mike and Natalie, they were acting very lovey-dovey, and we weren't used to that because, like, if you watch the Tell Nothing that just aired, it's so strange to go from that and then to see them here, and they're so lovey-dovey. They're doing mass kiss. I just want to be sorry. Oh yeah, and the other thing I wrote down is that it feel like Mike being lovey-dovey or affectionate seems very forced on his side. That's why I'm not really believing that their reunion is genuine. On Natalie's side, it seems genuine, but Mike seems like he's just hemming and hawing about this whole relationship. It's like, Mike, you either want to be with her or you don't. Like, I hate the fact that we're watching some of these couples and they're just using the show to pay their bills. Look, I get it, but if you're going to be on the show, you better bring and do something. Do something, please. Anyways, let's just get into my favorite couple. And I'm going to keep this short because I know we go live plenty of times. We went live last night talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you missed that, check out the videos in my account on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, depending on where you're watching this from. We did a whole recap. It was like an hour and over an hour and a half where we talked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Be sure to check that out. We're going live again tonight at 9 p.m. to talk about Married to Medicine. So be sure to check that out as well. Let's talk about my girl, Angela and Michael, who will be saving this season of 90 Day Fiancé happily ever after. Angela, to me, look, can we talk? Look, can we talk? We already know Angela is a Trump supporter. We know this because if you've been watching the show, she brought Trump draws for Michael. Michael is a Trump supporter. We have to let those things go in order for us to enjoy these characters that we watch on TV. I try not to even think of that when I watch Angela. Okay, it is what it is. Angela is from Georgia, and nothing wrong with it. Angela is good TV. And Angela really brought it in this very first episode. I was hoping that they would give a sneak peek of us seeing Angela going to Nigeria. Look, I get it's a pandemic, but that's her husband. Shouldn't they allow her in the country? That would be amazing if we were able to get that. I mean, I ideally would like for Michael to come to America finally, but I don't know what is going on. That's a very difficult process. I'm actually very surprised that they haven't been able to get him here. I feel like we've been watching them for years, and then some of these other couples, they get them here without a problem. I don't know, maybe because it's Nigeria. Just saying. Okay. I thought this is one of the things that I wrote down. I said, whoever's getting on that scale on reality TV is brave. So if you have been under a rock and if you've been following 90 Day Fiancé, you know that Angela got weight loss surgery. We've already seen pictures of her weight loss surgery. She looks great. Look, I think she was doing what she needs to do for her health. She just lost her mom last season. So she's probably become very conscious of her health. She has a lot of grandbabies. I love seeing Angela with her family. I don't know. Like, Angela could have her own show. I think if Michael was here, she could have her own show. Because I do think Angela alone is a star. I mean, she's just so funny to watch. I'm not sold yet on her own show. I just think maybe she could have her own show. Because look, if we can give the family Chantel their own show, I know we could do something with Angela. But I want to have Michael here before we actually do that. But this episode alone, like for me, she carried this episode. Seeing her be with her grandkids, talk about this weight loss surgery, have the conversation with Michael. Michael still wants to have kids. His aunts want him to have kids. I don't know why. And I know Miriam was saying this earlier on Up and Adam. She promised to have kids. I don't know why anyone would believe that promise. Even if she made the promise, I didn't believe it. Who believed that she really was going to have a kid? First of all, she physically probably can't. She can't tote that baby. And she doesn't want Michael to sleep with no other woman. I don't even think she wants I mean, I guess she's open to a surrogate because she wanted her daughter to donate an egg. And I guess she was going to tote the baby. Girl. But at the same time, she's 50-something years old. Who wants to have a baby at that age and then running around? She already seems like she's overwhelmed with the kids that she already has. I don't know, but I don't know. I would love to have a conversation with Michael. Is he going to charge me like $1,000 to do an interview? Oh my goodness. Shout out to everyone in the chat room. I see you guys there. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to go live. We're going to just a few more minutes to talk about Angela because more happened with Angela. So Angela's losing weight. Angela has to quit smoking. There's certain things Angela has to do to have this weight loss surgery. She flies out to California to have this weight loss surgery because that's where you go when you're going to do something like that. And I can't wait to see the episode where she meets with the doctor that looks like a hotter version of Michael. I was like, he really looks like Michael, but a hotter version. And he's a doctor. And Angela says, and when she gets to California, she's talking to the driver. She's smoking and she has to stop smoking. And she says, smoking calms me. And I'm like, what are you like without cigarette smoking? I can't wait to see it though, because we're going to see all of that. She can't smoke after she has the surgery. She really shouldn't be smoking now. And she lies to her patient coordinator and says, I did quit smoking. Mind you, she had just had a cigarette when she got off the flight. And she said that cigarette. She reminded me of Pops, of Up and Adam's Pops, because we were just talking on Friday on Up and Adam when we went live with Pops, and we were talking about him quitting smoking. I thought of Pops watching Angela, and I was like, and poor Angela, she has to quit smoking. We know we're going to hear from Pops on Friday about that scene with Angela smoking and quitting. Quitting smoking, though, I hear is really, really, really hard. I don't know, but I heard it's harder than certain drugs. So I feel for her, but she has to do it for her health. I'm excited to see what's to come with Angela. I want to know what you guys think in the chat. Julie says, amen to that. I would never get on a scale on national TV. Me either. Look, me either. Jessica says, I didn't, but I believe that she should let him have another one so he can have a baby. You know, I don't know how I feel about Angela and Michael having a baby. If that's really important to him, I wish they could come to some sort of conclusion on that and not him cheating. I don't think he should cheat, but I do think that he should be able to have that opportunity. He is a very young man. Oh, I see somebody's here. Hello, madam. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Shantae!
Hey!
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Have you been watching 90 Day Fiancé?
Oh, I've been trying. Because last night was the new episode of the new Happily Ever After season, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I can hurry up and catch that again, but I kind of like saw some clips. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Have you been following Angela Dean?
Yes, Angela is funny. She is hilarious.
She's the best, and that's who I was just referring to, because she's a part of this new season, and she is funny. Like, she's just great for the show. She's great for the show. But everyone's talking about the conversation about her promising Michael to have a baby. And she's 50-something years old.
Season, right. And
how do you feel about that? Do you think Michael will step out? Do you think she should allow him to have a baby with someone else?
No, because honestly, I look at Michael as just a more successful version of Asin. You know what I'm saying? I do.
Why is he more successful?
Hasn't gotten far here, got to the man. I do. I don't think he's sincere about Angela. I really think he's just bullshitting her.
You think Michael he's not in love with Angela?
Yes, I really do.
Oh my God.
I mean, let's go back to their first season when he was caught with all the random chicks on Instagram. Not that, there's a lot of married men that do that, but I with him, I just don't see it. And then when he's like, I did the blowjob, when he's screwing her over.
You really,
and it's like, I get it, Angela. There's probably not a lot of men in your small town, but Angela's a type of fun lady. I don't see why she couldn't find somebody else in her town.
I don't understand that either. Of course, Team Michael is on the phone. And she's driving. I don't know how safe this is.
This is safe. Don't worry about it.
Why are you Team Michael? Shantae just said that she believes Michael is bamboozling our girl really Angela.
Do. And I think, like I said, I just think he's gotten further than Asin or somebody else.
Listen, at this point, I've been thinking about it, At this point, both of them, if they are being on or lied at by the other, it's consent. It's consensual. Like there's consent in there. Like there is no way they have longevity for this relationship. Come on, he wants a kid. She can't give him a kid. She doesn't care about giving him a kid. She is funny, but why she wants Michael? Like I think. Honestly,
I think her trying to push to have a baby at such an old age is her deep down realizing it's bullshit.
Oh,
I really do.
Adopt the child, or let him have through a surrogate. Something's gotta give,
Well, Shantae saying that she feels like that's his way of saying that I don't believe that this relationship is real.
Well, there you go. I agree with her. Because if it's real. Angela, she broke her promise, okay? Because she promised him she would look into it. Her daughter obviously has, she can tote the baby.
First of all, for those that are just joining us, like this video if you haven't already. For those that are watching afterwards, let us know your thoughts about the latest season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. I feel like Angela really saved this episode. Everyone else sort of was boring to me. I mean, there are things that look interesting later on, but Angela was the best part for me. She was just, she provided the funny. I really wish that Michael was here. Because I just feel like it's not really happily ever after. They're still separated.
You know what I wanted to ask when you were talking about Elizabeth's dad?
Yes.
Is his still asking for Angela?
I am not a fan of the hillbilly Kardashians.
Why do you call them that?
The whole family is. Honestly, because when I saw who was coming back on this season, I'm like, I'm only going to be here for like 1 or 2 couples. There's probably no point in me watching. Everybody else is going to be like, click, fast forward.
See, I called them white trash and you both gave me the side eye.
I thought that was a lie. I just thought that was a lie. I don't believe that. I just believe that they said some very ignorant things when they went to Moldova. Look, I'm trying to be politically correct.
They definitely said some ignorant things, but then it's like, on the one hand, they were being way too pushy and too nosy. But then again, it's Elizabeth and Andre, so I don't care if they're being mistreated. You know, like
even Elizabeth.
I don't like her. I don't like either of them. Can't stand them.
Who likes her? Who likes her?
It's like, choose
Isn't
better.
she the innocent party in this situation?
It's like every spinoff, there's at least 3 people, male or female. I keep finding myself saying, "Damn it, choose better."
She's
better.
She's an OnlyFans. How innocent is that?
Right.
What are you doing there?
She has an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I think I did hear that. I did hear that.
Yeah, her sister does too. One of her sisters does too.
Why?
I don't know.
I forgot about that.
Cole has an OnlyFans too.
Who?
Cole.
Oh, I heard about that. Ugh.
Yeah, he has a lot of them have OnlyFans. Larissa, all of them pretty much.
I heard some stuff about Larissa. Poor Larissa, she's going through it. So she lost that TLC check. Just saying.
Yeah.
Are there any couples that either one of you are looking forward to, besides, of course, Angela and Michael?
I don't know. Because it's like they chose the one real entertaining couple and put all the like barely lukewarm people on there this season. They usually pick some really interesting people, like 2 or 3 interesting couples.
Yeah.
To where I'm not like, okay, I don't have to flip the channels too much. But this time they just like what
about
they
the woman dating the South African man? That looks like it might be an interesting story.
Hell no.
Tanya and Sinjin? No.
No. Remember Tanya and Sinjin, but no, they're not part of this. I forgot her name. Tiffany and
Ron.
Remember she went to South Africa. She lived there for a little bit, and she has that really cute, adorable son.
Ron.
They were probably when I skipped through. They're probably when I skipped through.
What about Asuelo and Kelani? They're gonna have the big fight with the mom and the sister
too. But here again, I'm gonna be shaking my head like I'm like with you. He's so infantile.
Ooh, that's a very good way of saying it.
Virgin, and that was like, how did you get wet for that? I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. She seems more there than he is.
You're being nice. I don't want to flag his channel.
Please don't flag
infantile.
Well, something that goes with his name.
You know it. No. No.
She agrees.
I mean, I agree too, but
right.
I don't know. I mean, it is COVID time. Can we at least put that? Is that what the problem is? Is because it's a pandemic?
Possibly.
You don't believe that? I can read your face.
Possibly.
I think so.
You never know.
He was like that before the pandemic.
I love how she's by the refrigerator, and he was like that before the pandemic. All right, ladies, is there anything that really sparked your interest for this new season?
No, because there's always that one episode that's just so boring, and this one probably they were getting the boring out the way, maybe. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
All right. I wanted to keep this recap short. But go ahead, Team Michael.
I think, Team Michael. I think the only way that TLC has to salvage this franchise is to have real contracts with the talent and not let them put anything on social media, just like they do with the housewives. Nobody, for most of the part, other than Cynthia's super spreading wedding.
You know what?
Nobody knows that they don't post pictures or anything. I think that's the only way that people will still think they want to know what happens. Natalie and what's his name? Michael.
Yes.
You know, we saw what happened. And it was so cringy to see them at the beginning playing lovey-dovey when we know what happened. It was gross.
Yeah, I agree. Natalie P says 90 Day Single Life seems way more interesting. And I watched it, and that's on the Discovery Plus app. I mean, what I'll probably do next week, depending on how interesting this episode, maybe I'll do a combination of both 90 Day Single Life and this one.
I have a special request.
Go ahead.
Can we? Oh my God.
Oh my God. What is wrong?
Can we recap Seeking Sister Wives?
I saw that. I was wondering. I'm going to watch it first.
It's such a joke.
I'm watching. It is incredible.
Oh, I'm going to watch it. I'll decide after this. But I do want to remind you folks that are watching, like this video, we will be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight to do a Married to Medicine recap. So
I'll be here.
Yes, be sure to be here. Come ready to share your thoughts. For those that are watching this video afterwards, don't forget you can share your thoughts afterwards. I will be reading and responding to positive ones. Well, not positive ones. I can take constructive criticism, but if you call me something, call me out my name. Don't. Even though I have to say, no one has ever done that, so I have to. Let me not even put that out there. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to all my moderators. Ms. Lonnie says, "Is this coming back on Discovery Stream or TLC?" Are you referring to 90 Day Happily Ever After? That's on TLC. Say again?
It's on Discovery Plus.
The Single Life.
On the
Single
app.
Life is on Discovery.
Single Life is on the app.
And for those that have missed it, if you have Discovery Plus, you can see Sunday's episode, the newest episode, the Friday before.
Oh, okay.
So if you follow me on my social media, you might want to follow it because you might be able to see it while I'm watching it. Just saying. Anyways, thanks you to all my moderators. Thank you for the chats, y'all.
Me.
Say again?
Daughter.
I didn't hear.
My daughter. My daughter's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday. Taurus season.
Yeah.
Just saying. Taurus, I will be doing a special birthday party live, just saying, for myself. But thank you to Team Michael, aka Miriam, and of course, thank you to Shantae for coming through. Like I said before, come back later. We are going to be doing a live recap of Married to Medicine. I actually have to go watch it because I haven't yet. Last night was busy. And for those that are here, you're getting an exclusive. I will be doing a special live tomorrow. I haven't decided the time yet. To do a recap of Candy's Speak on It.
Yes.
We've got things to talk about.
That's what I wanted. Now I remember. The recap is totally irrelevant after you watch Speak on It.
Yes.
So the reunion takes a different meaning.
Yes. And we're going to talk all about it.
Yes.
So be sure you're there, Miriam. I know you have.
Well, make sure I don't have a call at work.
Miriam, we are going to do a live recap tomorrow. What's a good time for you? I know it's your daughter's birthday tomorrow.
Gosh, where is my bag?
We probably will do it later in the day.
I think I left my work phone in the car.
Miriam, you will let us know. You will let us know. So again, we're going to do a Married to Medicine live recap tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we will be doing a special Real Housewives of Atlanta recap in regards to Candy's Speak on It, which is dropping all kinds of tea this season. So that's one reason we need to keep her around. Just saying. Thank you to Shantae. Thank you to Miriam. I appreciate you both for being here. And for those that are watching, don't forget to like this video if you haven't liked the video already. And if you're not subscribed, why not? Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be live later on. And I got to work on my outro. I need an outro video. If you do videos, let me know. Slip into DMs. Have a good one, y'all. I'll be back a little bit later.